All right, it's a Sunday night live stream. Let's see what happens tonight. I should start with a clarified eggnog. Do. That seems pretty good. All right. And because I'm a fancy boy, I want garnishes. Me. Do. Hey, Rays, how you doing? Quick off the mark this evening, son, my lad, my sir, good man. Various other greetings to you. How's your weekend going? They've been running you into the ground with work. Oh. Thought I had a cherry there. Okay, we're going deep sea diving. Oh, one of those nights where I can't. Oh, there you go. Got one. What's that? 6th attempt? Not great. I'll live with it. Are you at work currently? Someone with hedge cutters. Okay. Well, geez, that's going to keep you on your toes, isn't it? I'm just guessing they weren't doing gardening with the hedge cutters as well. Like, I'm very angry and taking it out on you, but don't take the hedge trimmers out of business. I'm actually on my way to trim a hedge. So it's just a coincidence that I'm giving you a hard time while holding hedge trimmers. There's no intent to actually, trim your hedge, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm not sure how this lighting is. I guess it's okay. I'm not going to futz about with it too much. We'll just leave it as it is. I'm just chilling out. I'm not going to do a lot. Well, it was an innuendo that I think you can make into whatever you want, basically. That's why I purposely kept it vague. It could be threatening, it could be saucy, it could be anything. And that's just the thing. When someone comes at you with hedge trimmers, you don't know what's going to happen next. It's the nature of hedge trimmers. Hey, Safa, how are you this evening? I'm going to see how I go. I had another wave of tiredness this afternoon. It's like, I don't think it qualifies as long COVID. I think there's two things for it to qualify long COVID. I think what I'm having has to be more severe than I'm having, because I've known some people who had long COVID who were completely fucking debilitated for months. And I don't have particularly bad brain fog or whatnot, but I just every now and then, doesn't happen every day, usually without much warning, and I haven't been doing anything to earn it, just this wave of tiredness comes over me. And not like I'm going to fall asleep tiredness. It's just this body thing of, ugh. And that happened to me a few hours ago. But, I'm still here. And I actually think the forced focus of doing a stream makes it less likely for me to get sleepy. So stay up late. You had strong margaritas. What, today? You been day drinking? Or was it another night? Nah, Safa, this is the first time COVID's affected me like this. It's definitely fucking COVID because it's just not normal. Like I get this feeling, I go, ugh, am I imagining this? I go, wait, no, I've never felt like this before. It's just after the last bout of COVID. You watched the first episode of 1883. Oh, I'll be interested to hear if you like it. I will say off the top of my head, I like both 1883 and 1923 more than Yellowstone. I think I'm right on the edge of giving up on Taylor Sheridan because the ridiculous conspiratorial, Trumpy, completely false talking points in all his scripts is just getting to be a bit much. Oh, Safa. Basically, every episode of 1883 is intense, right up to the last episode. I did quite enjoy that series. It's like the Duttons' ancestors first go west is 1883. Yeah, but some of the stuff in the new season of Lioness has just got me going, oh God, I don't think I can keep watching this because the weird fucking conservative talking points just damn. No, I don't think there's any correlation between the Liberal Party leader and the fictional cowboys. Although similar worldview, as in, you know, entitled, quite aggressive to people they disagree with, all that sort of thing. But I tell you what, I did watch something that is non-stressful, and in fact, Mrs. Angry and I binged it, watched all of it, and a new series on Netflix with Ted Danson called A Man on the Inside. We binged it all on Saturday in the heat wave, just sitting on the lounge with the aircon on, escaping the heat wave. Very nice, light entertainment, very low stakes. Nothing really intense happens, and very good chill out viewing. So I do, if you want really well made, well acted, entertaining, but very light entertainment, A Man on the Inside on Netflix. So, but we binged it, so now we've run out of, because it's nice to, like, yeah, you watch a drama or something and then you're like, oh, I need something light to decompress before bedtime. And we just binged that season, so no more of that. It's interesting because, like, was the last Netflix series Ted Danson was on was The Good Place, and quite a few actors from The Good Place appear in Man on the Inside too. Date night, not super packed. Place, you know, was busy, but some nights we've gone there and it's actually been packed. So I don't know if it's just a quirk of fate, or if it's because of the heat wave, people didn't want to go out, even though the cool change had come by the time we went out, which was really nice. I tell you what, we got super spoiled by our man. There's a place next to Elstonwick Station. Mrs. Angry and I continuing our record of finding date night places next to public transport. It's called Copycat, and I think they changed staff this year. And it's the second time we've been there with the new staff, new manager, Jake. and he's really into the fact I'm really into cocktails, and so they were making us cocktails that they'd been working on, and super weird coincidence. The first cocktail he made for me was called A Long Look Back, and on my cocktail channel today, cocktail video went live that I shot and scheduled 3 months ago. It was The Long Look Back. So that was a weird coincidence. No, Elsternwick's not a fancy suburb. You got to go a bit more. Well, I guess I think technically Elsternwick's Bayside if you keep going. So it's like what bit of Elsternwick, not where I am. Yeah, we didn't even talk about my cocktail channel, I don't think. But anyway, I was just like, well, you got some, and they did have some really good cocktails on their menu, house specials. And it's just like, oh, if there's anything else, and he goes, oh, I made you this one. I wouldn't normally do this for people because I think, maybe it's a bit challenging and people will end up not liking it, but I think you'll like it. And I did like it. And it's good. So, and he did this, he said he'd do something special at the end of the night. And I did actually record this. I put it on Instagram and Facebook. He flambéed some French brandy, Armagnac. Because he actually has worked in Paris. He goes, this is something I learned in Paris. And it was like setting the cognac on fire. Well, sorry, Armagnac on fire and pouring it glass to glass. And so it slightly warms it and it just kind of releases all these burnt toffee flavors. So it was fun. It's a fun little special thing he did for us at the end of the night. So very fancy. You're right, Safa. Ooh la la. So all in all, it's a really good night. Like just the food's really good there. We had really good drinks. Jake's looking after us. So yeah, it was already on our favorites list, but more so now. And like it's hilarious. It actually there was a place we used to go to pre-COVID, a Russian themed place. In fact, it was called After the Tears. It was a sister restaurant to one on Chapel Street called Vodka, Borscht and Tears, and we quite liked After the Tears. They closed down in COVID. Like I think they closed down almost straight away in COVID, never reopened. And we're like, well, that's a bit sad. And after it was empty for a while, some people did a complete remodel, like it's unrecognizable on the inside, and reopened under the name Copycat. And we've been going there for a few years, and it's really fucking good. And honestly, as a venue, we only know it because it's next to the cinema we used to go to. And we go there because, like I said, next to Elsternwick Station. It's all good. So, yes, it's remarkable that we've found so many really good places that are right next to public transport, like right next to train stations. And it's all good. Oh, the cinema's still there. It's called the Classic, I think. The Elsternwick Classic. Let me see. I think that's what it's called. Classic Cinema. Yeah. Elsternwick Classic. We have not gone to a movie there for quite a while. I'm very hesitant. We used to go to movies all the time. COVID has made me really not want to go to cinemas, like be in a closed space for several hours with a lot of people and recirculated air. Just seems like bad idea to me. And hey, Celtic, and I know you always say that, but I always appreciate it. And this is nice. This is different to a lot of them, like the Powder Blue, the Shaker. That's obviously a Cosmopolitan. The little glasses, maybe old-fashioned. I think they're just mixing up. It's like a highball, an old-fashioned, and a Cosmo. But, yeah. I don't want to go to the movies in the morning. We would do it for date night. Probably only done it 4 times since COVID, where we would do it once, I don't know, every month or two, depending what was on. So the short answer is I don't want to do it ever, or I'm hesitant to do it, no matter the circumstance. Like I said, just being in a closed room for a couple of hours with recirculated air, bad risk. So, yeah, so basically, do not go to the cinema very often. It has to be one that I think, no, like I really have to experience this in a cinema, like Dune Part 2. And also did see the Fury Road prequel, Furiosa. Not a fantastic film, not a bad film. Dune Part 2, pretty gosh darn good film. Celtic, we do dinner and cocktails. As I was saying just before you joined, we've found quite a few nice restaurants, do nice food and nice cocktails, importantly, and they're near public transport. So, yeah, we do dinner and cocktails. Oh, there you go, Music Average. You into your last time in the cinema? I'll have you watching the cricket. Is that a test or a one day? I honestly, growing up in Dubbo where there's fuck all to do, I used to watch cricket all the time and I knew everything that's happening. These days, because I actually have things to do, I'm not very interested. So, it's a test match in Perth. Okay. I was going to say, I'm betraying myself here. I was going to say, didn't they have the Boxing Day test? But that's in Melbourne, isn't it? Traditionally, there's a Boxing Day test in Melbourne. All right. In a possibly unwise move, I'm going to make a cocktail. Crypto Blade, hello. I'm not in WA. Safa's watching TV being broadcast from WA. We do have regulars from WA, though. I haven't been to WA. I have visited Perth. Not for ages, though. I think it's more than 10 years. But I kind of... That might have been the last one I ticked off my list to be able to say I'd been to every Australian capital city. I'm pretty sure Perth was the last one. I think Adelaide was second last. Blade is moist. Okay, fair enough. And hello. Yes, from another folk in WA. Oh, okay. He's Charlie. Yeah, okay. Sorry. Yeah, no, Charlie says you're moist, Crypto. So, Celtic, was that Top Gun the original or Top Gun Maverick? Again, that's not one that could convince me to go to a cinema. I watched that on TV. So, yeah, Crypto, I hope moister than an oyster. Nice. Oh, God. I hope he hasn't talked it up too much. I'm just going to dip over here and make a cocktail. Probably just an old-fashioned variation. I just have to decide which of my 100 spirits it's going to be. A mix. I think I'll do a mix. All right, let's... Actually, I might do something with gin. It's like drinking gin with nothing else in. It occurs to me. I just had a really weird idea, and I don't know if it's a good idea. It's definitely a weird idea. I started gin, but I thought I made a gin cocktail the other day. A rum one. Do I have any banana rum? I've got pineapple rum. I'm going to do this plantation. All right. I'm going to use a liqueur as the sweetener for this. So some plantation rum. And just to mix the flavors up, a little bit of my homemade barrel-aged spiced rum. Now, the only question is, because I'm going to sweeten this with a liqueur, which of all the flavors, I don't want to do curacao. Why there's so much fucking blue curacao, honestly. Got banana. Leaning towards banana. Yeah, I think it should be banana. It's tropical. All right. Banana liqueur for sweetener. All right. And tiki bitters. Where's my tiki bitters? Here's my tiki bitters. Very flavorful. Tiki bitters, 2 dashes. Quite a strong flavor, the tiki bitters. And now I'll come back and sit down. Give this a bit of a stir. Okay. Sorry. Oh God. Okay, so Charlie's talked up the stream a lot. Big boost. Oh, and then, okay. Well, okay. We'll try not to be too focused on drinking alcohol in crypto. Although, I mean, it's kind of my thing. So you're upping the WA quotient, Crypto Blade. We get a few folk from WA on the rig in here. Interestingly, Nerf. Now, so just kind of knock this together, see what it tastes like. Fucking yum. That's what it tastes like. It tastes fucking yum. Ooh, and I just put a little bit of my homemade spice rum and I can really taste it. Oh, wow. That's small world. Living in Crypto Blade's parents' house. I don't know. I will do my thing. Oh my God. Okay. I also get the reference there of Mandra, the Methandra. And that's literally just from Home for the Elderly and Ray's saying stuff. I think I'm going to sneeze. I just got a tickle in my nose. I could feel it coming. Oh, dear. And it could criticize me, and I feel like I'm going to sneeze again. Ah, good Lord. Okay. Okay, so he's one of your best friends. Definitely not a meth head. Good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Though, try not to judge too much. But for an impromptu cocktail, this is quite good. Yeah, I'm fucking digging that. Fucking yum. Oh, yeah, I did. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Okay. India declaring. Jesus, that's a big score. I saw the pics. Musical Aviator doing a performance in Bendigo. Yes, I know what frosty fruits are. Oh, yeah. Okay. Frosty fruit cocktail. Yes, I have Celtic King, and I fucking hate it. I hate sneezing when I'm driving. Even just that second your eyes are closed and the fact that you're convulsing, I friggin' hate it. So, you know what I'd do? I'd find a classic rum immediately springs to mind with frosty fruit. I'd find like a classic rum and like tiki cocktail and get a frosty fruit that's the flavor that of the juice they say to put in here, and then don't put the juice like uh don't even let the frosty fruit completely melt, but you don't want it to be rock hard. You want it to be partially melted, and then put it in a shaker with the other components and shake it up. Like, you probably don't have to have sugar syrup in it either. Is that a recipe you want to try? Pineapple frosty fruit with tequila and a triple sec? Golden Pash. I got some Golden Pash at... Oh, yeah, you're making this one up. I was going to use it for a syrup, and because it keeps forever, because, it's sealed in that thing and it's got preservatives. I haven't done it yet because I've actually got a lot of syrups, but I was going to reduce the Golden Pash down, like put it in a saucepan and simmer it for a long time, like boil off like 75-80% of the water and use it as a syrup. Sorry, you're going tequila and rum. Well, depending, that could be an interesting mix. Used to be the alcohol enthusiast with you. Well, I think that's my influence on Charlie, largely. Oh no, I do it for the taste. I prefer the taste of the really boozy drinks. I mean, getting drunk's a bonus. I don't mind getting drunk. I don't usually get shit-faced. Mildly drunk. I mean, like, I had a couple of sours on date night last night. So that's the one that has fruit juice in it, and they were really yummy. I actually, now you've got a Starwood collection, yeah. And of course, I can blame it all on Kirsten. I was already doing the cocktail stuff, but I don't know if I would have even had 20 bottles in total pre-COVID, and then I got really into it COVID, and then with Kirsten's influence, saying I should be getting Australian stuff. Now, the overwhelming majority of my collection's Australian, and it's fucking 10 times bigger than it used to be. That's probably a slight exaggeration, but maybe only a slight exaggeration. It doesn't bear thinking about that much, but, Kirsten hasn't teached us. That's rude. Oh, okay. Kind of look up tiki drinks, like tropical rum drinks. They're usually just like a lot of fruit juice, and very yummy. But basically, like sour cocktails with lemon or lime juice in them. But yeah, immediately, what made me think of, you like fruity things, look up rum cocktail recipes, because they're often very fruity in a good way. You're really going to town there. With pineapple juice, triple sec, Midori, rum, Golden Pash. I actually guessed that was Midori. Yeah, get those fruit flavors in there. So we're going to give us running cricket update. Oh, okay. I really like how my homemade barrel-aged rum, homemade barrel-aged spiced rum. That's it. I didn't make the rum. It was just plain white rum. I spiced it and barrel-aged it. That's why I'm calling it homemade spiced rum. And I really like it as an ingredient. On its own, it's quite a strong flavor. But in a split with something else, the flavors in it come through really well. Quite liking this rum old fashioned. That's some good stuff. And I think I should drink something. I think I should drink something non-alcoholic. I have no idea how long I'm going to last tonight. As I said, the waves of tiredness. Oh, God. Okay, Celtic VD is in the park. Sleeps in the park near the Mormon church. Damn. Well, at some point, we got to hope that he learns to not be such a complete fucking dick to people, including his family, so he would maybe have somewhere to sleep that's not a park. Because that's not a good situation. Why is your pool flooding? Is it raining? God, I just saw there were floods in Ireland this weekend. Jesus, just a couple of weeks ago, there was really serious floods in Spain. This week, floods in Ireland. Not good. Hey, honey, how are you doing? Yeah, now we can just brace ourselves for having had our first mini heat wave, just a couple of days of 35 plus. Yeah, it's like the serious heat waves are a week or more of 35 plus. Particularly when you get those ones where it doesn't go below 30 at night. That's shite. That's just like really bad. Like, god damn. All right. Sorry, I just enjoyed that old fashioned so much. It's like strong temptation to make another, but I'm not going. Well, I'm not going to right away anyway. Fucking yum, man. Have some mineral water. Oh, that's right. Musical Aviator, you were saying you had Swordcraft on one of the really hot days. Damn, that's the whole thing. Oh, I saw this guy like when we were in Healesville a few weeks ago. I don't know, was it a month ago? I don't even remember. It's probably a month ago. Mrs. Angry and I did a weekend in Healesville, and the local market was on, and it's a trash and treasure market. There's all sorts of weird things. Some people were selling fruit, some plants, some clothes. Lots of people were just selling weird shit, like secondhand shit. But there was this guy who was a blacksmith, and he's selling swords, although he's saying like you have to have a license to buy one of his swords. But he had helmets and whatnot, both like medieval type helmets. He had a Mandalorian helmet made of metal and chainmail, and it was like really full on chainmail. Like I felt it, and it's heavy AF. And I was just going, now I forget how heavy he said it was, but then he's talking about if he wears full armor at, one of the things he does, it's like, what was it, 35 kilograms or something and stuff. You might know that better, Musical Aviator. If someone was wearing a full suit of armor, how heavy would that be? But yeah, the freaking chainmail was pretty serious. Sort of shit I would have really been into in the past. After Celtic was that cops talking to VD, someone who abused train station employees. Oh dear. He was a person of it. Is that just it for the local cops? If someone's obnoxious and abuses people, they just go, it's probably their VD guy. Of course, they wouldn't call him that, but it would be fun if they did. Why is NBN sponsoring cricket? Maybe they want to be a privatized company. But Safi, you reckon is a keep NBN public bill? Okay. Well, there you go. You talk to an NBN labeled truck. Said 40% of your town's getting fiber to the premises upgrade. Well, I mean, that should be good. Fast internet. The only trouble is it expensive internet? Okay, that mineral water is nice and refreshing and a change. It's just like the old fashioned had so much flavor. It's like, oh, this doesn't have as much flavor. I bet that's the most common reaction to him, Celtic. What did I have for dinner? I made some little chicken burritos, basically. I bake them. Technically, they're not burritos if you bake them, I think. Makes them enchiladas. I'm not sure. Enchiladas, whatevs. I had some chicken and some, I think it was actually an enchilada kit from the supermarket. And I cooked it all up and had that. And it was yummy. So it was pretty good. Oh, okay. This is actually stretching my. Okay, so a lot of the places we go to have an option for a set menu, and sometimes they call it a shared menu. I think I've seen it called Chef's Choice or something. It's basically like you pay a set price, and they just bring you out a whole bunch of stuff. So we had like 3 starters, and then like a pasta entree, and then it was steak and dessert. It was tiramisu. And what this does, like, and what I love about it is it's like stuff I wouldn't normally order, but it was really yummy. Like this arancini ball that was really good. Kingfish crudo, which is actually raw fish in a vinaigrette, which is freaking yum. What was the other thing? Anyway, so you get like 6 different things on these set menus. And so it's a really good sampler. Hey, Pat, how you doing? I mean, it was not the healthiest thing in the world, you know, particularly from a vegetarian point of view, steak and whatnot. Safa, they have computers, is my guess. How does anyone keep track of anything? Computers. Oh, glad you are feeling good, Pat. Oh, I'm just trying to. You know what? I actually do want some more flavor in there. You know what? I'm going to put a splash of my cherry shrub in there. Just a splash. Just deciding I want some more flavor in my drink. Do. So it just gives it the faintest color. I don't even know if you can pick that up. Just put a. That's better. It's got more flavor now. Pat, I'm good, mate. Thanks for asking. I'm glad you're good. We're all good in the hood, apparently. Well, I had your last lot, which I opened on the stream, Kelty. I think Charlie sent me something. And then he said not to open it for Christmas. I don't have it yet. It's fucking arrived on Wednesday. I kept thinking, because I'm in the office on Monday and Tuesday, I kept thinking, well, maybe it'll arrive on Monday or Tuesday and I can get it from the post box. But no, it came on Wednesday. So I'll get it tomorrow or Tuesday. I think my day tomorrow is really freaking busy. But probably do it. Yeah, even if I get it, I promise Charlie I won't open it till Christmas. I won't be opening it for another month. Or you think I'm allowed to open it on party night stream? Maybe, we'll see. But I'll have it. I'll have it Monday, Tuesday. Some of it has to stay cool. Well, I could put it in the fridge. But yeah. Sure, it's all go. What do we got? I got I think, wait a sec. Let me look at a calendar for a second. Where are we? There's, okay, this week. Okay, no, I think it's 2 weeks from Thursday, office Christmas party, and I did promise my workmates I would bring in some eggnog so we can pre-game it before we go to the pub. So I have a batch of eggnog ready to take into work in a couple of weeks. Oh, your frosty fruit cocktail is good. Yum. Nice. Glad to hear it. Oh, God. And they're going up, Celtic. I think I saw a thing. They're going up to like $1.75 for a stamp. Like, damn. Oh, Jesus Christ. That is an obscure one. I think that's season 1 Simpsons, isn't it? Season 1 or 2, Bart Goes to France. I do not remember the name of the mule. You mix all that sort of stuff, you will get a weird color. Supermarket eggnog, I reckon, is fine. I don't mind it at all. But I like using it to make clarified eggnog. This is clarified a supermarket eggnog. Your drink is greenish. Okay. Pat, what did I do yesterday? Most of yesterday, I was inside staying out of the heat because it was like 35 for the vast majority of the day. And then I went out for dinner and cocktails with my lady love. Now that actually sounds familiar. Now that you say the mule's name was Maurice. Also, weirdly, in the Simpsons Tapped Out game, which is going to be retired soon in January, actually, the 2 French guys are actually characters in it. Jesus Christ, we're going really arcane Simpsons trivia, but those are landmark episodes. Bart the General. What does Nelson steal from Lisa? I don't know. Is it Malibu? Is it Malibu Stacy's head? Yeah, it is freaking humid today, honestly. I look, there are I'll tell you how many characters are in cupcakes. Steals the cupcakes. Okay, I think Malibu Stacy's head must have been another episode. That's why Bart becomes a general, because Nelson's bullying gets out of control. What do we got here? Things I've got to do. I might put this on so you hear sounds. Oh, wait, that's why it's not making sounds, because I'm on silent mode. As Simpsons sounds music. Grimy. Like the last character I've had. Do I randomly see if I can, just because you brought up the French guys, I'm going to randomly see if I can find the French guys. The answer is basically no, I can't. But I've done all the special things. It's just kind of like, am I going to get bored in the last month that this is around and try and build stuff I haven't built? Because it's all available, but it would seriously take a lot of time, and I don't know if I want to do it. I was thinking, like, how many characters do I have now? Because they let me get all the characters. So I've got... Jesus, I've got over 600 characters. That's redonkulous. That is really, really ridiculous. Okay. Funny story. And there's a shop, middle of a walkway in the mall. Oh, yeah, I know the ones. Yeah, little kiosks. Chinese woman appears out of nowhere when Sophie's looking at shirts of dogs. Okay. Dogs with glittery things on it. Okay. All right. This is a being accosted in shopping mall story. Ugh. I'm not real fond of shopping malls these days either. I go there somewhere. A woman goes, "Is this your daughter?" What? Okay. She says to you, "Is this your daughter?" And you know it's your wife. And she goes, "Ooh, so young." Yes, home for the elderly, you horny devil. With your hot young wife. I didn't think your ages were that different, actually. Am I wrong? Are you rich? I love people who have no filter. That they just fucking say shit to people. Go, "I'm not rich. I'm just sexy." Nice. Here you are. Hi, how are you going? What have you been up to? Been having a good time with things? We're just chilling. I'm already made advance apologies if I don't last very long tonight, because I get this weird tiredness, which I think is an after effect from my last bout of COVID. Oh, God, that's harsh. You said to the lady, "I'm not rich, just sexy." And she says, "No, you're not." Like I said, people without filters. Oh, gosh. Honestly, this sounds like a priceless encounter. Now she's going to tell you a story about her hometown. Guilty, you hate charities. All right. I tend to not scream at them to fuck off. I just don't engage with them. I just go, no. And you very rarely get someone who's actually really quite aggressive and gets in your way. They go, "Oh, but you don't even know." And I will just say to their face, "I know you want my money and I'm not giving to you. I don't care how worthy your cause is. I'm not giving it to you." End of story. So the lady says, in my hometown in China, if an old man has a young woman, it means he's rich. Damn. Yeah, Suffer, they do like to set up outside the doors of supermarkets and whatnot. And I also agree, Dr. Abigail, there's a difference between people without filters and people who are arseholes. So the lady almost tempted you into saying you have a big dick, but you bit your tongue. Oh, is she that much younger than you? Okay, I didn't realize. But still, that is a really good story. You haven't been in a mall in ages. Saw a lot of movies before your time with a group that'd be at airports. Okay. Oh, the older movies. There was a thing in the 70s and maybe into the 80s with Hare Krishnas or other fringe religious things. Oh, that's your call, EOI. You can stay on Twitch. Look, there's someone else has joined from Twitch. Harb, hello. How are you? Nice to see you, Harb. I agree, Happy. Very, very funny. Yeah, Celtic, anyone who actually obstructs you, that's not acceptable. Yeah, that's it. Hare Krishnas. That was a thing that became prominent in the 70s. And yeah, it was a thing. And it is in a lot of movies of the Hare Krishnas at the airports. I've actually spent some time with Hare Krishnas and I didn't mind them. I mean, you know, it's a dumb friggin' cult and they prey on insecure people, but something. Mercenary Mage, hello. How are you doing? Oh, honey, yeah. That might be too personal, but if you're up for sharing, how'd you manage to get a first date? Yes, the Hare Krishnas in the movie Airplane. Yes. Harb with a film fact. First airplane film. Airport announcers argue it over the intercom. The two people were actually married in real life. Their son convinced them to do it. Nice. Oh yeah, okay. Dyeing your hair. That's always fun. I gave up dyeing my hair during COVID. Probably not gonna do it again. I don't know. I might get super bored one day and do it. Goodness me. We're just all going, and I'm trying to keep myself going. Whew. Do I want to drink some more mineral water? I think I would definitely put more shrub in the next one. I really like the extra flavor. It's just the mood I'm in. Harb, you found what little devices Leslie Nielsen had for a big interview so he could do hidden farts. Nice. Okay, so Soph came over, hang out with you, go in and play game. So, Soph's a gamer. Nice. Mrs. Angry's a gamer. Does way more gaming than me. You did I've done the Scientologist's personality test in a Scientology center. Yeah, I was in their center, and yeah, the guy did get between me and the door at one point, and I was like, yeah, you don't want to be doing that. Fart machines on the bus. Nice. All right, so it was Sims. There you go. Bonded through Sims. Nice. Geez, Australia doing a shit start. I love that. Fart machine when you're at school and you got the threat with getting expelled. What? Because like no one would say who had it. You never played Sims 3. I don't think I've ever played any Sims games. Mercenary Mage loves The Sims? Yeah, well, they're very popular. I think there's talk because of the other silly video game movies that there's going to be a Sims movie. Yeah, no snitching. No snitching, EOR. So I always do when I'm playing Red Dead. If I get up to something nefarious and someone's witnessed it, I go hunt the fucker down. And it's normally more trouble than it's worth to beat them into silence. So it's just like, oh no, you were going to snitch. You die. So, there I get my anti-social tendencies out. Play Red Dead Redemption and kill a bunch of people. I did my favorite thing of hiding out in the bar at Saint Denis and seeing how big a pile of cop bodies I could build up at the door. Is that true that how the Sims talk is based on German? I don't know. Okay. So it's got 20 add-ons. They did release a lot of add-ons. I do remember that. Oh, yes, you do act. They don't call them the clan, but it's obviously the clan. You do run into the clan when you're in the state that's meant to be like Louisiana, and the running joke is everyone in the clan's moron, and something goes wrong for them every time. Like someone gets, like they set their cross on fire and someone's robes catch on fire. But you can kill clan members with impunity, like kill them and you don't lose any honor. I do like the sandbox games. Yeah, that's my favorite type of game. Mrs. Angry is a big Assassin's Creed fan. She hasn't played all of them. She's just playing the one set in the golden age of Islam. What's it called? Mirage? Okay, that sounds Wikipedia, Safa. Many people Sims language might be inspired by other languages. It's all made up. So your fart machine story, you are rotated classrooms and someone was going to the fart machine. Oh yeah, fuck the Klansman. It's like, it's funny because if you stay hidden and watch the clan, they'll do something stupid. And like I said, one or more of them will get set on fire. But then you can kill them. Same as the guys. There's a group in every area or state that you can kill without losing honor. And the first one, it's a rival gang, the O'Driscolls. And then when you get down to Lemoyne, it's the Lemoyne Raiders, who are like, white supremacists who haven't given up on the Civil War. You go up into the high country, you get the hillbillies, the Murphy brood. There's the night folk in the swamps. And there's even some new ones come in when you're after Arthur dies and you're John. Someone did the Sims on hard quiz. Sure. So yeah, your 7th grade classroom went for history. And the teacher, okay. Well, we've got to invent another drink. So, well, the last one worked well. Oh, right. Yeah, okay. A twin icy pole, pineapple raspberry. I think Chambord would go well with pineapple juice, really. It sounds like you had some pineapple juice. Okay, I think if I have one more cocktail, I'm going to be very tired. This wave of tiredness is getting me off of me. Yeah, Chambord and triple sec. And some fruit juice. Yeah. Oh, shit. Worst thing I did in high school. Probably punching people who didn't deserve to be punched. I got the strap for not doing my homework. And I got the strap for fighting. Yeah. They Catholic school back in the 80s, they were still doing corporal punishment. And my parents were completely on board with it. God damn it. So, although honestly, the guy, when someone's just an asshole and you go, no, they actually needed punching. I was a bit of a dick, but he was a colossal dick, and fuck it. Sometimes people just need punching. But yeah, actually getting the strap for not doing homework, that's a bit full on. You buried a dude's shoes in the sandpit. Or got someone else to do it. My God. What are we doing? Narking? I mean, depends on the circumstances. Oh, your old man dealt with like the corporal punishment stuff when he was a student? Yeah. Oh, it used to just be taken for granted, like as recently as the 80s. Got more and more controversial. Sorry. It's someone's shoes in the sandpit and it didn't get found for 3 years. My God. You could have killed your rival and buried them in the sandpit and no one would find the body. My God. Oofed. I'm so tempted to make myself another drink. Is this something I haven't done for ages? I did actually have an idea. Huh. Yes. So, eighth grade, your friend hit a speaker of the fart machine. Oh my God. Is this combining farts and confetti? Oh, okay, this is sounding dangerous, and starting to understand why you might have gotten threatened with expulsion. Good night, Celtic. Catch you another time. Always nice to see you, man. Oh, Crypto Blade, Charlie drinks out of plastic promo cups. Damn, burn. So you got a dude's shoes buried in the sandpit, and then you didn't bump into him again until you were at an Iraq War protest. So you symbolically made a peace offering and go, sorry, I buried your shoes all those years ago. Oof, I'm going to regret this, or am I just going to fall asleep? Okay, you know what? I might make this not too strong. Okay, barrel-aged gin. Whiskey barrel-aged gin. It's not very strong, is it? It's slightly strong. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Now, because I'm a wacky and crazy guy, my homemade slow gin. I flavoured some dry gin with riberry, lily pilly, and syrup. Do-do-do. Do I want to put some bitters in this? Is there bitters I haven't used in ages? Not the celery bitters. Not the tiki bitters. Lime cranberry. Cranberry bitters. Okay. Put some cranberry bitters in there. And Dash is not working on that cranberry bitters. Okay. So this will be a very red drink. From the cranberry bitters. Oh God, what are we? There's the whole thing. What are you? So home fidelity, your pool's still flooding and you went sofa pissed. Oh dear. No, celery bitters is good for martinis, particularly dirty martinis. Yeah, no. I didn't use the celery bitters in this. That wouldn't have been appropriate. This is just a gin old fashioned. So whiskey barrel aged gin and homemade slow gin. That's a winner. Okay, so the whole pool thing, you bought a pool today. Okay. You're going to take a pic. Okay. Ooh, okay. Well, we're talking pics, actually. Musical Aviator put a bunch of this show in. I just want to actually share two of them, the two most recent ones, in fact. So, okay. So what we're going to get a pic of the pool. Okay. This is the orchestra and the audience, Bendigo Symphony Orchestra. Very nice. And then there's a nice pic of Musical Aviator playing Le Trumpet. Look, that's a nice picture. I like it. Hey, Justin. Okay, so you are. Middle school period showed up. You hit the ignite button. One of the 7th graders told us how she picked out the speaker, was holding it. Oh, gosh. That hijinks. What are you saying with the US? It's like middle school? Is that middle school in the US? You know us, Justin. What are we talking about? Anything and everything. Fart. We're literally talking about fart machines and drinking and what not. Yeah, there are a couple of, I guess, embarrassing stories. Just things. Oh, yes. No, Home for the Elderly. You were posting a picture of a pool, which I don't think is shown up yet. Huh, what's that? Okie dokie. Artichokey. Oh, you said it in Facebook Messenger. Okay, well, that's just making it more difficult. Oh, okay. Am I logged into Facebook on this browser? I am. Okay, I got a picture of Charlie being pissed. Are you that pissed that you think that was a picture of your pool? Oh, for fuck's sake. Facebook is such a bunch of dickholes. I hate them so much. What the fuck is that? I don't know. I don't eat artichoke. I don't know what artichoke tastes like. I believe the short answer to that, Justin, is not true. I believe a slightly longer answer would be meat production agriculture is a significant contributor to pollution and climate change. But the cow farting one, no, definitely not true. It's heavy industry is the main problem. Oh, good God, is this more school stories? Daring someone to break a light by throwing a football into it. We used to do this thing in the yard where it's like, it's not really like softball or baseball, but it's, you're like, pitching to someone who's just going whack. And then, if you catch them, you're out. But a couple of the more sporty guys, if they got it right, they could just like knock the shit. And we'd be in the far corner of the yard. And the ultimate goal was to hit the ball far enough that you hit the school building and broke a window. And people would do it. Like there's like having to hit it a couple 100 meters. But, and it's obviously extremely difficult to do, but people will do it. Filthy. Smelled your farts today. Surprised we have any ozone layer left. Everything about humans causes climate change, basically. So, yes, Home for the Elderly, you have to send me the pool photo again, because The only thing I got is a photo of you being seen. Wait a second. I'm going to try something. I need to see a keyboard to get the numbers right, though. Because fuck you, Facebook. Okay. Use a one-time code. Okay, so I have to go to my mobile. Did I? Fuck is this? Ugh. Facebook just sucks so fucking much. It's just being a complete fucking dickhole. Oh, fuck you in the neck, Facebook. Wait, view my devices? Yeah. That's what I fucking did it in. Resend the code. That fucking... Fuck you. Fuck you, Facebook. You did not fucking send a fucking code to my fucking phone. You fucking did not, you fucks. Anyway, fuck you, Facebook. You fucking suck. Anyway, random rant for me. Facebook fucking sucks. Okay, you did it on Discord. That might have worked. Oh, you PM'd it on... Oh, okay, yes. Okay, now I see the sort of pool you're talking about. Oof, it doesn't seem very resilient. I think it's meant to stand up more than that. I'm not an expert. Oh, you're not making a mess of stuff with Facebook. Fucking Facebook's making a mess of shit. God damn it. Your school put a photo. Is that like headmaster was responsible for abuse? Lots of schools have that problem. Former staff who turns out to be abusers. Oh, man, that's fucking yum. Thought it would be. I normally get it right. Like when I go to make something and I'm improvising, you know, more than 9 times out of 10, at least 19 times out of 20, if either I'm making something up or I see a recipe that I've never had and I go, that should taste good. I think at least 19 times out of 20, I'm right. Every now and then I get a surprise. I make something and I think this should be good. And I make it and taste it and go, this is not good. So, you know, surprise. Okay, that was St. Michael's. So people going to throw things at the principal just because he's the principal? Because he's unpopular? I don't know. I don't know where we're coming from. It's a whole thing, and I don't know what's happening. I mean, I don't know that I'd throw something at a painting of my high school principal, but I didn't like them. They're a fucking dick. Went through this weird period of victimizing me, and I was a good kid. And I've told this story before that, like, yeah, like he rang my parents and said shit, and my parents were going to fucking come down on me hard. You know why we're recording you? No, I don't. Because the principal called and said that. I said, really? Your brother? And I just said, look, okay, you're not going to believe me that this is nothing. But those 2 incidents he's talking about, the same teacher was running the class. And after the second time, the principal came in and ripped into me. He came up to me and said, "What have you done to like piss him off? Because you're not doing anything wrong in the class. So it must be personal." So I said, "You call the teacher." And they did. And the teacher confirmed and said, "Yeah, that happened. He like came in and fucking abused your son twice. And I have no idea why, because he's close to the last student in my class who I'd call a troublemaker." So, and then my parents talked to some other parents, and it turns out, yeah, other parents had stories of this guy being an illogical dick to their kids. And then I think there was a lobby to either have him removed or at least have him, censured or something. But yeah, it was wild because my parents would just automatically side with the school over anything. So it was just lucky that, my defense was ask the teacher, and because they weren't going to believe shit I said. A mistake I tried not to make, like assume my kids are lying, and it really paid off once big time that I believed what they were telling me when there were a lot of signs that pointed to maybe I shouldn't. But I thought, and I just said to them, "Okay, you've got no reason to lie to me, so I'm going to believe you." And I later got evidence that they were telling the truth. And I was like, wow, I am so glad I believe them. Because that's shite when parents don't believe the kids and the kids, like kids lie all the time. I lied all the time as a kid. You just do that. Authority figures, you fucking lie to them. Parents, yeah, you hide shit. You don't want to get in trouble, so you hide shit from your parents. That's just life. That's how it goes. But Jesus, when they really come down on you and you're telling the truth and they refuse to believe you, that's shit. So I guess I would actually, I mean, they're adults now, so, it doesn't count. But when they were kids, I guess I would rather, and like, it's a fine line. Like, you don't want to be a pushover and have your kids be fucking sociopaths because you never keep them in line with anything. But in broad terms, I would rather have believed my kids when they were talking bullshit. I'd rather that than disbelieve them when they're telling the truth, because that's fucking nasty and that's really hard to recover from. That really fuck up a parent-child relationship. Like, not as bad as like abuse and whatnot, but outside of abuse, that's one of those things. Also, Dr. Abigail, I slightly cleaned up here. I had been letting just piles of shit build up on the bed here. I think I actually want to get rid of that bed. I'm going to find someone who it's a good quality single bed. I think I want to find someone who wants a single bed because I don't want to throw it out because it's really good quality. But anyway, I cleaned up a little bit and I rediscovered the gold $100 yotalillion note. So yes, I just thought I'd share with you. I refound that. I haven't lost it. I wasn't even specifically looking for it. I was just cleaning up a little bit. I went, oh, look, there's the fake Zimbabwe banknote. Oh my God, where's my computer making noises at me? Seriously, why was it making noise at me? What the fuck was that? Yeah, that is wild. I don't even know what those noises were. Oh, wait, they were Facebook. All right, I didn't think I still had Facebook open, but I did. All right, I'll close a couple of tabs and then I'll be less confused by random noises from my computer. Love the stupid, like, news media has gone down the toilet so much. They just repeat shit that some rando said on social media and they treat it like it's a news story. It's fucking unhinged. Gen Z Aussie's desperate plea. And annoying workplace trend. Empty meaning. Corporate jargon. That's not a Gen Z thing. People fucking hate corporate jargon. Okay, like deliverable is not a buzzword. Deliverable is a thing you have to do. Ugh. I mean, yes, it's the whole thing. I just, they're obsessed with framing everything on about what Gen Z thinks about work. Just general terms, people of most ages who don't use corporate jargon and meaningless buzzwords hate corporate jargon and meaningless buzzwords. It's not a generational thing. So bullshit. How drunk are you, Charlie? Just like apologizing so much. Crypto Blade, you decided to work, doesn't want to, heard you bad mouthing it. Actually, with you speak about crypto. I don't know that it's solely about Trump, but all the crypto stuff has like gone up in value since the Trump win, which is hilarious. Like I was looking at the prices of things, and like things have doubled in a year, and it's like that's not an investment. It's not a currency. It is gambling. And I know I say this a lot, but I'm saying it again. Anyone to go like, oh, it's a hedge against inflation. It's barely good. No, it is gambling. And if you want to gamble, go for it. But if someone ever says to me, is it a good idea to invest in crypto? Short answer is no. The longer answer is, are you prepared to lose everything? Because that's an extremely real possibility. And not just with the fringe crypto, even like the mainstream ones like Bitcoin. It is an absolute distinct possibility you could lose everything. Yeah, all the crypto coins went up when Trump got in. Like, I think they've gone up. They must have gone up like 25% since Trump got in. And yeah, that's the common, sensible thing. You don't put the money in it unless you can afford to lose it, because it's a distinct possibility. Now, that literally goes for everything, but more so for crypto. And yeah, Justin, sometimes the generational thing can be useful or broadly applicable. It's never 100% applicable. And people who speak in absolutes about generations are essentially quite silly, because there is way too much variation between people of the same age, let alone the variation you get in people in 10, 15, 20 year periods, which is, a generation is 20 years. So there's some things, there are like markers that have broad applicability in some generational groups. But yeah, they're not great revelations. They're not sort of, now I know everything about people born between year A and year B because of the name we've given the generation. I now know everything about that, and it's stupid. And news media has always been kind of stupid, but Jesus, the internet's made it worse. And it's like been a race to the bottom in the last 10 years. Sorry, I was going through news headlines, and this one, it's talking about fucking bringing in if not the guillotines, at least the stocks in the public square in England. The peerage system in Labour is terrible, is just the fucking worst. There's like some sort of tax thing with farmers, which is, when you see the people complaining, it's bullshit. But seriously, this headline, Baroness Mayhew echoes Theresa May's description of Conservatives as the nasty party. She hits out a budget measure to extend inheritance tax. Like, one of its own peers has hit out at Labour, warning it's becoming the cruel party over this inheritance tax. Fuck off. Just absolutely fuck off. As someone calling themselves Baron or Baroness, it's like, okay, you get in the fucking sea. Just get in the fucking sea. The idea that what someone who calls themselves a peer or is in the House of Lords or whatever is full of shit. Yeah, dude, if you made some money off it, good. Good for you. Just need to talk about technology and generations, war and generations. Oh, there is literally writings from the ancient Greek philosophers complaining about the young people and how slack they are. It has ever been thus. Yeah, it's like if you could interpret the oldest scratchings on a cave wall from tens of thousands of years ago, it would probably translate as, what's wrong with young people today? They don't want to do an honest day's work. And as for that noise they call music, it's like literally every fucking generation makes that complaint about younger generations, and they all think they're different. And it's honestly cringy as fuck when people do this really grumpy old person shit. And I'm a grumpy old person. Okay. But it's cringy as fuck. It's like, oh no, music today sucks. Old music's better. Get fucked. Okay. If music stayed the same forever, that would be shit. Music has to change. And music of every generation fills the spectrum from shit to good. If you can't see the good in modern music, that's because you either haven't been exposed to it or you're conservative and boring. It's that fucking simple. You can like music from, I love 80s music. That was my formative period of music. And I freaking love 80s music. In fact, because my main music thing is YouTube music, and they were doing their retrospective thingy that came out this week. Like, it's big for Spotify people. Oh God, now I think it's gone. Playlists workout. Oh wow, now they're telling me podcasts on YouTube music. Wow, that is new. I did not know that. That's the first time I have seen YouTube music. Oh, here it is. Okay, my recap. How old am I? Get my recap. Okay. Oh, I should not play that music. Kick things off with a vibe check, shall we? Yes, no. Giving hyped, merry, hopeful indie. Yeah, okay, sure. I racked up 8,759 minutes of listening this year. I explored 981 different tracks. But one became your yeah, I know the song I play every day. Billy Bragg's I Will Be Your Shield. I play that when I'm getting dressed. That's the song for Mrs. Angry and I. That's how I face the day. Okay, top 5 songs I Will Be Your Shield. If you tolerate this, your children will be next. Manic Street Preachers. Lorelei, The Pogues. Hurt, Johnny Cash. And Here by Briggs. Okay, one contemporary one in my top 5. That's not bad. The Senator Briggs. You had a whole cast of characters, but only one could be the star. Well, that's going to be Billy Bragg again. Yes, Billy Bragg. 18 hours of listening to Billy Bragg. 36 different Billy Bragg songs. Okay, at least I listened to different songs. How much of a fan were you? Let's find out. Wait, it seems to be doing the same thing over and over. Okay, the supporting cast. Second most listened to, Amy Shark. Third most listened to, Hilltop Hoods. So I'm listening to some contemporary stuff, but then Pet Shop Boys and Manic Street Preachers, old music again. Replay the plot of my year. Main character energy. Yes. And they bring up Billy Bragg again. Oh, they think in September I was playing happy music. What else are they saying? Oh, they're saying I was most adventurous with new music in November. There you go. Okay. Okay? If my year was a film, I would be The Time Traveler, because my listening is across many decades. That makes sense. Some people are all the talk, but you know how to listen. Because I listen to a lot of podcasts. Okay. Oh, it's tracking YouTube. Some more news on YouTube. Blocks, Neil Brannon, Adam Conover. I really commit to the artists I love. Okay. The year had ups and downs. Musical moods. 15% sad, 19% dramatic, 18% reflective, 22% uplifting, 24% upbeat. So half of my music was upbeat. I mean, that's not bad. Close to half my music was upbeat. And the other half was sad, dramatic, reflective. Okay, I don't think I'm a terrible old person with that. So this was my YouTube music's what I listened to. Yeah, that was in my top. That was in my top 5 most listened to tracks. I'm glad there was one relatively contemporary track in my top 5. It's a real banger, Briggs's song Here, which I think was used for the Rugby League Indigenous round, because if you look up the video on YouTube, there's all this shot of football players, but it's a real sort of anthemic banger. I'm not going to embarrass myself or Briggs by trying to sing it, but I definitely recommend looking it up. Here by Briggs. Briggs generally I like. Boy from Shepparton. Yeah. And also, 2 of my 5 most listened to artists are contemporary. So, Amy Shark and the Hilltop Hoods. So I feel okay about that. Actually, I think it actually had my top 100 for the year in here. Will I do that? Where are we? Is it actually going to show me that? I did see it the other day. See what we can do too. This is a recap. No, what are we doing? Trending songs. Wow, there's actually way more suggested stuff if I scroll down. The podcast is definitely new, though. New alternative. Maybe I should listen to that tomorrow at work. Wait a sec. I'm going to go. Is this going to tell me my top 100 for the year? Because that was a kind of interesting mix. Top tracks, top artists, listening time, top tracks. Oh no, that's just the top 5. I explored 981 different tracks. No, I wanted to see what the actual fucking top 100 were. Summary. No. Okay. Fuck it. That's all good. I don't mind. There we go. Some of you hometown and Shepparton hate each other. It's a Springfield Shelbyville relationship. Nice. And yes, sad, dramatic, reflective sounds emo. It's like half the time I'm upbeat and the other half of the time I'm emo. And that seems fair. Be happy sometimes and be emo sometimes. And it was a really even split. Not 50-50 exactly, but quite close to it. So apart from the fact I listen to I Will Be Your Shield almost every day, I don't think I sound too weird. I did see a joke once on the Spotify Rewind, and they're like, yeah, and the person who listened to this particularly sad song 70 times in a row, we hope you're okay. It was not such a big thing. There were, I don't know, probably Narromine, actually, which was to the west. Oh, you're in fooding and crafting. Well, have fun. I mean, I'm probably going to go to bed soon. I'm actually feeling a bit more up than I was half an hour ago, actually. Okay, this is my favorite joke. There was a town a bit west of Dubbo called Narromine, and we at the Catholic school, some Narromine parents would send their kids to the Catholic high school because there wasn't a Catholic high school in Narromine. I think there was a Catholic primary school, and there wasn't a high school. There was only state school. So some parents would actually send their kids to Dubbo for school. So these poor fuckers had to do a bus. I guess an hour each way. I'm just going to look it up on the maps. Okay, I just saw a weird thing that I do want to look up. But first, I'm going to stick to what I'm talking about. We go in maps. How long does it take to drive from Dubbo to Narromine? Okay. Half an hour. Okay. But with the school bus and all the shit, that's about close enough to an hour each way, which is kind of shitty for them. So anyway, Narromine's half an hour west of Dubbo. And if you ever really wanted to start a fight with one of the lads from Narromine, you call them narrow-minded. And it would really, really, really wind them up. Which is fun. Anyway, I saw this news headline. Property investors with 180 homes defended as boat party slammed as everything. So video of Sydney boat party and rages Aussies. Okay, what is this? Group of property investors on a boat in Sydney Harbour sharing the number of homes they own divided. Posted by the Scouting Australia podcast. So the people who posted it were posting it as a positive. How many investment properties do you have? One man wearing a party shirt replies, not enough, we only have 2. One man in sunglasses said he owns 16. As someone said, everything wrong in Sydney and this one real, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like why are gloating people surprised when people think they're fucking shit. It was Doctor Who Day this weekend, 61st anniversary of it first going to air. Oh, I was just looking at, Doctor Who anniversary. Fun. We get the Doctor Who Christmas special looks kind of good, actually. I saw a teaser for it, and I like the setup for it. So I'm quite looking forward to the Doctor Who Christmas special. You got that girl from Bridgerton in it. Would be happy to hear that it's Doctor Who Day. Yes. Oof, okay, I think I am definitely running out of steam at the moment. And it is hurting my brain to try and think of things to say. I could scroll through news headlines. Oh, that was a funny one. Hackers breaching Andrew Tate's website, exposing 800,000 users. Dodo. Oof. What's the Guardian's cocktail of the week? Lions Martini by 2. What is that? Is this something I'm going to get angry that they're calling it a martini? Nori. What the fuck is nori? Is that seaweed? Oh, it's nori infused gin. Okay. Toast the nori over a gas flame until it turns brown and smells slightly nutty. Don't let it catch fire. Crumble the toasted nori into a jar and add gin. So we want to infuse. Nori is seaweed. Yeah, it's the seaweed wrap for sushi. Is nori the same as seaweed? Yeah, dried edible seaweed. Okay, cool. So you're making a savory gin, infusing it with toasted nori. Okay. Dry vermouth and Blanco vermouth. This is very wet. And so someone makes seaweed bitters. Oh my God. Or Angostura bitters. But don't fucking put fucking Angostura bitters in a... I mean, that's a small thing to complain about, but you don't really put Angostura bitters in a fucking martini. It's a very wet martini, and that's cool if you want that. Like they're saying 40 mils of gin and 40 mils of vermouth, and that's a very wet martini. Mine would be 60 to 75 mils gin and 10 to 15 mils of vermouth. And I don't have seaweed bitters, but I have a good umami bitters. And I actually have an umami vermouth as well. I don't, as a rule, go to garage sales. You put in 300 CDs. Damn. I'm trying to planning to get rid of stuff this summer. Yeah, I don't know. I like I said, I saw the trailer for the Christmas special. I like the idea of it. We'll see what happens. And okay, now just going. Any other news headlines so I can say something vaguely intelligible? What else was there? Westgate Tunnel to pump out toxic fumes near homes. Yeah, well, cars are bad. What can we say? Parts of Sydney where 1 child in 5 lives in poverty. Well, that's fucking depressing. Oh, a whole bunch of articles about bad roads in Victoria. Duckweed sent to space as part of research into food sources for astronauts. Wow. Duckweed doesn't sound great. Honestly, I don't know what it is. How to know if you're not being paid enough and how to fix it. Damn. It's a new COVID vaccine. Should you get a booster? Okay, what's this about? Updated Pfizer shot targets a different subvariant to previous vaccines. Time of Health confirmed Pfizer's JN1 vaccine set to be available in December. Immunization guidelines will be refreshed to include updated advice. Well, because I just had COVID, so I think that unless they change the rules, they will be telling me not to get a booster for 6 months. Okay, so you're 45 minutes away from Ship Life. What's funny is Briggs's first album, Shet Life, about the town where he grew up, doesn't pull any punches. Kind of makes Shepparton sound fucking harsh. True or false? Paddy marries Sideshow Bob. Is this going to be a trick question? And it was Selma who married Sideshow Bob, because one of the sisters keeps getting married and it never works out. So one of them married Sideshow Bob. I'm blanking a bit on if it's Paddy or Selma. So it's like correct? Okay, cool. All right, what are you up to? Is there anything else? Real reason actor was recast. What's that all about? That's a fucking slideshow with lots of ads. Fuck that. At 30, I decided to marry myself. Byron Basinger, Liana Cornell on Finding Love. Good for you, honestly. I was going to shit talk that person, but whatever. What the fuck ever. Is there anything else on the news headlines? Oh, yes. Putin's saying he'd forgive Russians' debt if they enlist in the army to go into the meat grinder of Ukraine. Damn. What was the name of Cletus, the slack-jawed yokel's wife? I know this. Some folk will never. God damn it. Why can't I think of it? Brandine, that's it. I was thinking Lurleen, but no, Lurleen is the country singer. Brandine. Oh, that's easy. That was Ned Flanders' wife. Maud Flanders got hit with a T-shirt from a T-shirt cannon. No, I've had the right amount to drink. I'm just tired. I love how I remember back when they were doing the thing of Maud Flanders is going to die. I saw an interview with the Simpsons people. They said we were tempted to promo the episode and say, this week's Simpsons, one long-running character will die and be gone forever. Will it be Bart, Homer, Lisa, or Maud Flanders? Just what kind of factory is next door to Krusty the Clown studio? Something bad, I assume. I mean, honestly. Krusty Lou's Studios. What's next to Krusty Lou's Studios? Is it a sweatshop? I'm just assuming it's something bad, something that does a lot of pollution. Because I don't specifically remember. I'm thinking of different factories. There was a spirograph factory in one episode. I don't know if it's the Duff Beer Brewery. It's not bad. So there's a factory next. Oh, is it the box factory? It's the box factory. It's the box factory. Bart skips the box factory tour and goes onto the Krusty the Clown set. And he becomes the I didn't do it boy. Am I right? Is that what it was? It was the box factory? Yeah. There you go. As soon as you said not bad, I remember. Because I was trying to think, what's the context for knowing what the fucking factory next to Krusty Studios is? And it was all about how Bart got on the Krusty show. In Krusty Gets Bastard, what do all good people have? I don't know. Was Krusty Get Busted? Is that when he got busted for tax fraud? I don't know what all good people have. Yes, I agree with you, Crypto Blade. The box factory was probably a sweatshop behind the scenes. Oh, when he got framed by Sideshow Bob. Okay. But still, I don't know what all good people have. Small feet? Whereas Bob has big feet? Yes. Do all good people have an alibi? I mean, maybe. So we never think of the tax fraud one. Oh, it was small feet. Okay. Well, that's how they bust. That's how they bust Sideshow Bob. Because when Krusty has big feet, they're fake shoes, but Sideshow Bob's feet are actually big. I'm just thinking of the tax evasion one when someone calls his Cayman Islands bank and he goes, "Oh no, I certainly couldn't comment on that client's secret illegal tax avoidance account," and hangs up and goes, "Oh crap, I shouldn't have said he was a client. Oh crap, I shouldn't have said he had an account here. Oh crap, I definitely shouldn't have said it was illegal. Oh, it's too hot here." Oh, that's easy. Yes, that is an easy one. Waylon. I'm not sure. A more difficult question would be, in which season did they reveal that his name was Wayland? Waylon. Well, that's a subjective question, Safa. People don't necessarily agree on. All I will say is when you have Simpsons memes, I don't think any of them come after season 10. So I think the best seasons are like, because season 1's actually quite janky. I think the best seasons are season 2 to season 10. But there are good episodes after that as well. Not in... Okay, I could be wrong, but I don't think Smithers was black in all of season 1, but he was in his first appearance. And I think they rightly assumed they should not make Smithers black because there's the suggestion that the only reason a black person would have a good job is they sucked up to the boss. So Smithers was definitely black in his first appearance. I don't know if he was black for all of season 1. So, and also I have no evidence to base that thing I just said on about they changed it to not be promoting the suggestion of things, which Simpsons character is doctorate in computer science. Professor Frink? I can't imagine anyone else does. Unless Homer bluffed his way into it when he went to university. I don't know. My immediate guess would be Professor Frink. And congratulations, Home for the Elderly. You are keeping me here till 10 o'clock. I'm enjoying the trivia. It's not Frink. I really don't know. This is one of the kids, or Frank Grimes or something. Frink was his teacher. Comic book guy? I mean, maybe. Martin? I'm just guessing there with Martin. Yeah, the nerds that Homer works with at university. Oh, okay. It's one of the nerds. Who the fuck knows the other nerds' names, for fuck's sake? There's a few of them. And again, they are characters in my Simpsons Tapped Out, but I don't remember their names. Oh, it's not the nerds. Sorry. Well, I don't know that anyone's going to get it. We're just blindly guessing. Artie Ziff? Is it Artie Ziff? He's a tech guy. I do vaguely remember Frink talking about computer dating. It's Apu. Okay. I did not know that. That doesn't feel like a revelation. That doesn't make me go, oh, yeah, Apu, of course. It really doesn't. I didn't remember that at all. Yes, Artie Ziff is obsessed with Marge. Cryptoblade, it's kind of playing into the whole thing of very overqualified Indian people working under qualified jobs in the US. Oh, goodness me. Now I'm looking at it. I'm really wanting to get into my casks. I kind of committed to not opening that, decanting this cask until December, which is one more week. And then I might taste the other ones. Why did Channel 10 stop airing Simpsons? Because Disney bought it and I keep it for Disney Plus. Oh, no fucking idea. I don't even remember what year The Simpsons started. 1991. I have no idea. Oh, really? A Channel 7 running Simpsons now? It's all just got to who buys the rights, basically. Here's the weird thing, because back in the day when The Simpsons started, where there was often a big delay in an American show reaching Australia, like okay, we're now talking fictional. We're talking fictional. Okay, in the fictional Simpsons world, it was 1928 because it was Steamboat Itchy. I thought you literally meant in the real world, when did Itchy and Scratchy first appear? So, because it was Steamboat Itchy. That's a self-evident truth. What are we talking about here? Yeah, I literally thought you were asking in the real world, when did they first air Itchy and Scratchy, which is probably in the first year of The Simpsons, maybe the second. That's actually an interesting question. When did Itchy and Scratchy first appear on the show? Was it in the first year? Oh, Marge's bowling ball was named Homer, I think, because Homer is such a jerk with buying gifts. Yes, Dr. Bell agrees it was named Homer. All right, I want one more Simpsons trivia question, and then I'm going to go to bed. Excellent job, Home for the Elderly. You've kept me going to 10 o'clock with Simpsons trivia, because I friggin' love trivia generally, but Simpsons trivia specifically. So we do one more and I will go to bed. I can feel the tiredness coming on. Hopefully I sleep really well and I'm fine to go to work tomorrow. If not, I'll fucking work from home. Or take a sick day. Okay, in which foreign country did The Simpsons go on a game show? Japan. And I love the way the game show was described to them by the host. In America, your game shows reward success. In Japan, our game shows punish failure. Yeah, in all probability, see you next Tuesday. That was an easy one. It was a nice, easy one to finish with. Anyway, yeah, no, I've got a real... Okay, one more. Okay, you're going to do one more? You should do one more? Okay, that was too easy to finish on. Okay. Safa, because of work from home, I almost never take a sick day. I think I've taken one sick day. Because I don't need to, because if I work from home, it's much easier to do stuff because I don't have to leave the house. All right. We're going to finish on one more Simpsons trivia question. Oh, I'm waiting for that. I was going to say, will I wait for a pea? Will I eat the cherry? But then I might get caught off guard, be chewing the cherry and not be able to say the answer. But yeah, I'm going. Oh my god, cherry's so fucking yummy. All right, I'm boosted with cherry energy. Okay, what classic character? Colonel Klink. Got it straight away. That's Mrs. Angry going to bed. I'm going to bed as well. Yep, no. The big thing is who appeared to him first. It was like Isaac Newton or something. And it's like someone that inspires by you. So, okay. And it was Colonel Klink. Okay, good night, everyone. I'll see you another time. But we'll say night with the sign-off.
You are totally fucked up!